Carl Baxter was watching last week. He said, I know the last time Kev watched Star Wars was 1983, but I've got to recommend Andor on Disney Plus. It's adult Star Wars. It's gritty, it's real. Looks at the beginning of the Galactic Civil War, what it took to form a rebellion. Reminds me of the war movies my dad loved. Would you, with
No,
that framing, would you give it a shot?
no.
You know, I'm surprised you're into like dystopian kind of programming
Right.
and science fiction. To me, science fiction and the dystopian genre are connected in my mind. Clearly, not
Not
in
me.
yours. Not in yours.
No.
That's fine.
No. I mean, to me, dystopian, it's either like Star Wars is too far out. It's too far out there. I just watched a thing called it's on Max. Do we have to call it HBO Max now?
No, I
Because
think
they
it is just Max now.
no, it's HBO Max again. They
Oh, they went
rebooted
back.
it
Okay.
and we went back to HBO
I don't like
Max.
that the logo isn't blue anymore. By the way, it's gray. But go ahead.
Mine's black on my Bravia thing. Um, but there's a movie called 2073, and it's deemed a documentary thriller, and the premise is, it's 2073, and they had an event in 2036 um, that changed, our world, and basically now it's just, but it what it does is it tells this loose kind of story of these kind of underground dwellers that dumpster dive and kind of the homeless people of today, but on such a greater level. And but it uses news clips and documentary. I mean, everything that it puts together that caused how we got to uh, this scenario that is the film is shit that's been going on, since I guess I think maybe some of it goes back to 2005. I don't know, but it's done really smart. It scares the fuck out of you. It makes you realize, like, we're so close to having a financial collapse, and people have no idea. Like Elon Musk sits there and he says, in 10 years, like you're gonna be driving along, and there's gonna be a dump truck that's gonna be automated with nobody in it, and it's gonna go by a work site, and there's gonna be these robots that are working the work site, and when they get done working the work site, those robots will be put on one of those trucks, and they'll be taken out to a highway someplace, and they'll be working on the road, and then the next morning they'll be back at the construction site.
A 24-hour workforce.
Exactly. And so, and I was talking to a really good friend of mine that we've kind of haven't talked in a while, but this was a guy that in 1990 told me, Kevin, I promise you, in the future, you will buy a home on the internet. And I was just like, and you're not going to see it. He goes, no, you'll see photographs, you'll do a walkthrough, but you will make those kind of purchases through the internet.